Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. Had my mic muted there for a second. What is going on? What is going on? No one's here yet. That's okay. We're getting going. We're getting going. Gonna let some people get into the chat for a second. What is going on, everybody? Say hello if you're there. Live a little early, so I'm sure people are like, "What the heck is Jake doing right now?" But we're gonna get into some Texas Chainsaw Massacre in just a second. In just a couple of seconds. What's up, PNW Mutant Collective? What's up? What's up? What's up, Bombay Productions? How you doing? How's it going? How's it going? We're gonna talk about some Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022 in a second here. What's going on, Lei TheNerd? How's it going? How's it going? What is up? What's up, everybody? About to talk about some Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Super pumped for that. Who's excited for the new movie? Obviously we can't talk spoilers yet because I have not seen it. Creep Station, no, the movie is not out until 3 a.m. tonight. So it's gonna be fun. I can't wait to. I'm literally waking up at 3 a.m. to watch this movie and get you guys a review out as soon as possible. Like 6 a.m. 6 a.m. putting out a review. What's going on, Aiden? How's it going? Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. What's up, Zoe? What's going on, man? Gavin, how my day's fantastic. Thank you. How was your day? Am I familiar with Joe Bob Briggs? I've honestly never seen his show. I've heard very good things, but I've never seen it, honestly. What's up, Shut Up, James? Don't mean for you to shut up, but I appreciate the waves. Wow, I cannot read that. Tori, what's going on? Hey, Jake. Everyone, hope all is well. All is well. All is right in the universe today. We're getting a new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. All is well. What's going on, Crammy? Man, I hope this movie is good. It looks decent. It does, it looks at least decent. I will say that. I agree with that. The first movie became my favorite slasher, so I am excited but skeptical. Yes, I think with any new installment of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise, I totally understand being skeptical because wow, this this franchise it has some whack sequels, man. It's got some whack stuff. It seems like that's kind of the consensus with this new film. I recently said in a comment that I was like, I think this movie's gonna be about like fourth or fifth in my overall ranking of the entire franchise of the series. It's kind of what I'm feeling with this one. I hope it's good though. I hope it exceeds that. That would be awesome. Someone's very pumped. James is very pumped. That's awesome. Lei TheNerd says super excited for this movie to see it. I might have to wait till Saturday to see it because of work. Yeah, I'm just not gonna sleep for the next couple of days, I guess. Who needs sleep? Sleep is for the weak. I say that and I'm gonna instantly regret it in a few days, but that's all good. What's up? What's up, Shane? How you doing? Stoked for TCM 2022. I'm excited. I'm skeptical, but I'm excited. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. It's Fede Alvarez. The guy, I have nothing but good things to say about the man. He's just made excellent horror films, one after the other. Every single project he is a part of turns to gold, in my opinion. Gavin, I'm so glad your day has been good. That is fantastic to hear. Do yourself a favor, watch his commentary on the original Texas Chainsaw. I will check out Joe Bob's commentary on the OG one. I'm gonna check it out eventually. What's up, Jonathan? How's it going? Thanks for joining the live stream. I appreciate that. Aiden says Texas Chainsaw Massacre ain't a consistent series like Scream. Scream is much more consistent. I will agree with that. But Texas Chainsaw Massacre series has some pretty good some sequels that are really good. Like the second one is phenomenal. Highly recommend Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. That is a very, very fun movie. What's up, Zom Leader Studios? What's up, Sean? How's it going? Hope it's not as bad as 3D. Nothing can be as bad as 3D. My God. It just needs to be better than 3D is what James says. Yeah, that should not be difficult at all. Really, truly. There is so many mistakes in that movie that it's hilarious. Carrie, what's going on, Carrie? I can't stay, just wanted to say hello, and I am stoked for the new TCM. It'll be a better addition to... I hope it'll be a better addition to the franchise. I have a good feeling. That's good, Carrie. Keep those good feelings going. Positive vibes only. It's Fine, Don't Hate says, are you staying up to watch it? I will be waking up at 3, maybe 4 a.m. to watch it. So I'm going to see that new movie Cursed The Cursed, something like that. I'm going to see that right after this live stream. I'm also going to film a little video talking about Stranger Things, A Quiet Place, and something else, the Alien TV series. I'm going to do a quick little video on that. Go see this new movie, and then going to bed because I'm waking up. I'm going to try and wake up at 3 a.m. So, yes. Chuck, what's going on? What's up, my dude? Pumped about this TCM, but going in cautious. Yeah, no, I feel that. I mean, with any new addition to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise, yes, you got to go in a little skeptical. There has been some great sequels and some not so great sequels. TCM 3D. So, Texas Chainsaw 3D, I guess. What's up, Norbert? Says hello from Hungary. Nice. What's going on? Can't wait to see it tomorrow. Heck yeah, I'm also pumped. Also very pumped. A little skeptical, but pumped. Lee says, "Don't get me started on 3D." Oh man, I mean, I have a rant I could say about that whole movie. It is it's a film, you know. They made a film. Liam, what's going on? How's it going? How's it going, Liam Evans? Thanks for joining the live stream. We're talking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Jonathan says, it's shocking that the 2003 remake has a 37% on Rotten Tomatoes. A 37%, it deserves a little more than that. I think it deserves at least a 60 something, I would say. Right? Like 60, I'm going to say 64. That's a good number. That's really random. But 64%, yeah, I would give it that. That's what I would give it at least. Carrie says, enjoy the Cursed movie. Hope you have a good review for it after. I do too. I hope it's good. It looks good. The trailer looks insane, which is why I usually don't see a lot of movies like just randomly that I'm not covering or whatever, like in the theaters like that. But this one looks good, so I'm excited for it. Hilton, what's going on? Hilton Henderson. Hey, how are you today, Jake? Hope all is well. All is well. All is right in the universe. We're getting a new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. I'm literally so excited. TCM 3D is god-awful and hilarious, says Aiden. Go get him, cuz. That's all I gotta say to that. Jonathan says it's 10 p.m. in South Africa. Wow, that's whack, man. 10 p.m. right now. Go get some sleep and watch the new TCM at 3 a.m. like myself. That's not even too long for you. It's currently almost 3 o'clock here in Ohio, where I am at. Ohio is a whack place to live, by the way. Sometimes it snows and sometimes it's 60 degrees like it is today. Friggin' whack. Bert was the best thing about 3D. It's not much competition to say what the best thing about 3D was. A lot of it is kind of crap, so I don't know what to say. Even the kills suck in that movie. I mean, a lot of them are digital. Yuck. Zoe says, I heard Leatherface dances naked with his chainsaw at the end of this one. A wild turn of events. It's kind of a spoiler, Zoe, which takes me to a new thing. I don't know if that's a spoiler or not, but I was getting kind of frustrated with some people in my comment section of the last Texas Chainsaw Massacre video because of so many people were spoiling stuff for me, and I'm like, really? Like, that's awesome you got to see it early, but I'm too busy to try and figure out how to see a Netflix movie early. I bet it's really easy, too. I bet it's really easy to find out how to do that. I got to see a few movies early, thankfully. I got to see The Night House early, which was cool, and I had a screening ticket to go see Halloween Kills early, but unfortunately, that was 3 hours away in Cincinnati, so I was not able to do that. What's going on, Star Wars Nate? Also says he's from Ohio. Nice. Super excited for TCM. Heck yeah, man. It's raining with snow on the ground. Yes. Yeah, I couldn't explain that to you. The weather here is completely insane. So, Jonathan says he's very curious about Bodies from A24. I am too. I'm very excited for that. I got to do a video about that at some point. I did a video on X, which actually looks like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but A24 is doing it, directed by Ty West. Very interesting. So very excited for that. And Bodies. I'm very excited for that as well. Jonathan told me that it's like Scream and Clue mixed together. So I'm excited to see what that is all about. It's A24, so you know it's going to be pretty good. Aiden says TCM 1974 and Part 2 are my faves in the series, but I am a huge Tobe Hooper fan. Who isn't a huge Tobe Hooper fan, man? Hell yeah. Those are some great choices from the franchise. Those are probably my top two as well. I love 1 and 2. I love the remake. The remakes. I love the 2003 and 2006 movie as well. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what this new one does. I really hope it's up there. Liam says I've got a remake of Slumber Party Massacre. They just made a remake of the Slumber Party Massacre last year. I enjoyed it, but Sci-Fi just decided to put an ad like literally every 5 minutes. So like that kind of ruined my experience watching that for the first time, but I still really liked it. I would like to watch that again, actually, the new Slumber Party Massacre movie. I just got the Steelbook for that, by the way, which is like impossible to find. Oh man. Oh, that's a good movie. That original Slumber Party Massacre. Great film. Just so much fun. I'd say part 2 is my least favorite. Really? Like out of, well, I can see that one being someone's least favorite though. It's a change up of tone, you know, it's a lot sillier. It's a much goofier version of Texas Chainsaw, where like even 3D tries to be a little more serious. So I get that, but man, dude. That, I don't know. Bill Moseley's performance in 2 is just like, it's up there with some of my favorite physical performances from any actor ever. It's just amazing. Him as Chop Top is just it's his best role, man. It's his best role. It's so good. I love Bill Moseley. Like, not to discredit any of his other roles because he's phenomenal. Any movie he's in, he just like elevates it, in my opinion. Let's see, what else do you guys got to say? What's up, Austin? What's going on? You're at lunch right now. That's nice. Hope you're eating something good. It's a weird thing to say. Nonconformist says, let there be a cringe. I hope it's not that cringy. I know some people don't like the whole, the line about dude, you're going to get canceled. I think it's funny. I don't think the whole movie's going to be about that either, but I could be wrong. I haven't seen it yet. I'm not sure. Zoe says, all jokes, bro. If that's the ending, it would be a 10 out of 10 for me. Dude, old man Leatherface naked running around with his chainsaw. Yeah, I'd be down for that. That'd be sick. Evil Dead Rise got very good test screenings, which is a good sign. I have to make a video about that. I don't know why I haven't. The Evil Dead franchise is, in my opinion, the most consistent horror franchise of all time. I mean, like, every single Evil Dead thing is good. There is not one Evil Dead thing out there that is bad, in my opinion. I just love that franchise so much. Have to talk about this new film. Very excited for it. I don't know a lot about the director, though. His name's Lee Cronin. He did a movie called The Hole in the Ground or something like that. I need to talk about that. I need to do a whole video on it for sure. Tori says, yesterday I watched Jeepers Creepers Special Edition, and there is some deleted scenes where the creeper talks. Ooh, I've never seen that before. Wow, I'll have to look into that. I didn't know the creeper talked in anything. I wonder what his voice sounds like. Chop Top is an amazing character. 100% agree, Aiden. Austin says, hate me, but I like 3D. Just from watching a movie standpoint, not being critical. Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're not... something I hate about myself, unfortunately, is every time I watch a movie now, I watch it with my YouTuber brain. I'm like critically analyzing things, but I'm sure I would enjoy more movies if I wasn't analyzing every single plot point of things. So it's a gift and a curse, you know, it's a gift and a curse having a YouTube channel. Malignant and Candyman got bad test screenings and they both turned out good. Yeah, for the most part, I like both those films. What's up, Yay Mess? How's it going? Chop Top versus Otis from Devil's Rejects. I wonder who would win that fight. I think Otis would probably win that. He's a little more, God, to say he's collected is insane. But I feel like Otis would win that fight, oddly enough. Chop Top is a little crazier than Otis. So I feel like Otis wins that fight. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Some kind of C word, Zlaw. I'm sure that's like a thing. I just don't know. What's going on, man? He says, any updates on the Collected movie? I wish there was some Collected news. I've been talking to, I talk to Marcus Dunstan every once in a while on Twitter, and I like to ask him if there's any news on that, and nothing, unfortunately. Yo, what? You watched the movie early? No, I did not, Jordan. I wish I did. I would not be doing a non-spoiler live stream right now if I watched the movie early. I wish. But like I said, it's I feel like it's easy to find a way to watch Netflix movies early. Like I just haven't tapped into that market yet. I'm busy with a lot of things right now. I'm making a movie behind the scenes right now. So I'm a busy guy. We'll be watching a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie for the first time. I haven't watched any of the previous movies. Nice. Dude, I envy you. Watch the first one first and just go through the series. They're all worth a watch. Even like Next Generation in 3D, worth a watch for sure. Do you think this new TCM will get a physical release? Great question, Shane. I think so, because I was just looking into VHS 94. I love that film. I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about it. and they are doing a physical release for that, as well as the new Paranormal Activity, which I want to own both of those. I didn't love the new Paranormal Activity, but I like it enough to buy it. Let me put it that way. So they're doing physical releases for those, and both of those just went straight to streaming. So like I'd imagine they're probably doing a physical release for this. I am trying to keep up with these chats, but wow, like you guys got a lot of cool things to say. I love it. DJ Dave Rave, aka Dave Gordon. I will call you Dave Gordon. What's going on, Dave? I liked that Alexandria was a really good actress and a good addition and made it into something emotional. I mean, if it could have been a different outcome if she read the letter, but I liked the end. Yeah, I mean, she gives a good performance. Alexandria Daddario is always great in everything she's in. I just like that movie just has so many faults. High Flying Eye, before this disappears off of my screen real quick, I'm going to read this. What's going on? Says, watched TCM 2003 the other night, seen it many times, but now came to the conclusion it's a solid remake that stood the test of time. I agree. I think it's good. I enjoy it a lot. Michael Myers 2018 versus Jason 2009. Who wins, Jake and Chad? Ooh, that's a good question. I'm probably going to give it to Jason just because like he's a little younger and he's quicker than Michael from the 2009 one, that is. What's going on, Jess? What's going on, Loganator? Penguino? Hope this will bring back the series. Yeah, I would love some more Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies. Yes, I would be all about that. Pittsburgh Powerhouse. What's going on? Any updates on JC4, like a release date or anything? We did get an update on the German release date. Now it is April, sometime in April. So I'm not 100% sure when that's coming out. It's not 100% sure like when it's coming out in the States or anything like that yet. So Jonathan, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And Star Wars Nate says Jason to that question earlier, who would win? Yeah, I say Jason too. I think Jason would win that fight personally. They're both like invincible pretty much. So I'm giving it to Jason because of the speed. Jess Mess MD says, I'm Jesse Thomas, by the way, Jake. I think we've talked a little bit in the past. We're friends on Facebook too. I shouldn't be saying that on here. Don't want people blowing up my Facebook, but screw it. What's your opinion on Eli Roth's Cabin Fever? Great question, because I love Cabin Fever so much. Ooh, man, I love me some Cabin Fever. I know we're supposed to be talking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but you know, I like to mix it up. We like to talk about everything here. So I love Cabin Fever. I love a lot of Eli Roth's movies. He's been making like a lot of kids movies lately, so like I'm not into that as much, but like Cabin Fever is great. He produced this movie called Clown, which is phenomenal. Are you, what's up, Moser Movies? What's going on? Says, are you upon looking forward to Scream on digital in 12 days? Oh, yeah. I'm going to definitely do a rewatch of it. I just saw it in theaters for the last time, unfortunately, last week. And it was great. It was great to see it one more time. So T. Parker Evans says, underrated opinion. I really enjoy TCM Next Generation. It's campy fun, and Leatherface loved the acting in different direction. Yeah, no, it's not like it's a bad movie, but it's enjoyable, you know? Like Next Generation, man. That's it's crazy, man. It's it's a crazy movie. What's going on, Igmar? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sorry. I'm horrible at pronouncing things. Wait, isn't it still like many hours before the movie releases? Yes, we are doing a non-spoiler live stream today. We're just making predictions about it and talking a little bit about it. RW, what's going on? Every Valentine's Day makes me wish they did a part 2 to My Bloody Valentine 3D. Do you want a part 2 to the remake or to the original? Oh my God, is there a sequel to the original? I don't even know. That's a good question. I would not know the answer to that question. I'd be down for another one of those movies. I'm surprised that never turned into a franchise, honestly. Bailey, what's going on? Or your Kay, what's going on? Kay, how's it going? Thanks for joining the stream. Loganator says the kills in TC3D were brutal. I disagree, personally. I think they're a little digital for my taste, personally. Are you excited for VHS 94 to get a Blu-ray release? Yes, and I will be buying it the day it comes out because, oh my God, I watch that movie like once a week. Anyone looking forward to Dark Shades, Dark Sunglasses? I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean by that, man. I'm not half asleep, but I'm just not getting that for some reason. The Saw is family, says Zoe. Heck yeah. I'm excited to see Fede Alvarez recently said in an interview that Leatherface's mother character is not part of the Sawyer family, so she's going to be an all-new character. Very excited to see where they go with that. Technoid, what's going on? Says, I'm not going to lie to you, after seeing the trailer and looking at the potential, even though it does feel like a rehash of Halloween 2018, I do have a little bit of hope, but I don't have hope of it being good. I'm assuming is what you're saying. Yeah, no, I mean, I feel that. I think it's definitely going to be taking a note out of the book of Halloween 2018 for sure. I definitely am getting that from the trailer. I hope it's good though, man. I hope it's not just a copy and paste of Halloween 2018. Something I am worried about. Tori says, I'm looking forward to Scream being on digital. Can't wait to buy it and have watch parties. Heck yeah. Nice. I hope you guys have fun watching that movie. It's a lot of fun. It's a great movie to watch with your friends. I think I told you guys I bought out like an entire row at the theaters with all my buddies to go see it Thursday night. It was awesome. Jess says Clown was awesome. Clown is awesome. Highly recommend Clown. Oh, maybe one of my favorite clown movies. Like that and Terrifier are like neck and neck for number one. Let's see, what else do we want to talk about here? I discovered your channel today. Your videos are so fun. Thank you so much, Makunda. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm so sorry. A new subscriber. I'm trying to be nice. I want to be nice and say your name right. I'm so bad at pronouncing things. I'm sorry. This is a good question here. Yay Mess says, will Sally live for the next movie or die? You know what? I'm just going to throw this out there. I think that this movie is honestly going to be different from Halloween 2018. And because this franchise is darker, I would say, arguably, than the Halloween franchise, I don't think Sally's making it. I'm saying it right here. I don't think Sally's going to make it through this movie, honestly. I think this might be a brutal kill fest, man. I mean, remember like the beginning, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning from 2006? That's a brutal movie with a dark ending. I love that film a lot. I have a feeling it's going to be in the same vein as that. Do you think there will be another VHS sequel? It's already in the works, to my knowledge. They're already talking about it. I love VHS 94. I love the whole franchise. Even Viral, I really enjoy watching from time to time. Dario Argento's new movie. Honestly, I know nothing about it, but I am interested in watching it. I do like a lot of his older films. I'm big into Dario Argento's older stuff, but as he kind of goes along, I kind of lose interest in his films, unfortunately. KillJoy Jake, would you like to play a game? Yes, always. I think I made it inside your house before you could lock the door, says Lewis again. Yes. You know what? Come on in. Let's make some food. I got some Chipotle today. Let's eat some food, man. It'll be great. Me and Lewis are going to be hanging out. I'm watching my door right now, making sure no one actually busts in. I live about 4 hours from the TCM house, so I have a sweet spot about TCM. Nice. That's awesome. Oh man, I wish I lived 4 hours from there. I would do a locations video. That'd be a fun time. Brandon said, what's up, Brandon Treat? How you doing? Wait, Jake, you seen the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre? If so, how? I have not yet, but like I was saying earlier, I feel like it's pretty easy to find a way to watch Netflix movies. I don't know why that took me so long to say, but I bet you can find a way to watch those early. Lewis is laughing. That's great. I hope you're enjoying all the food in my house and chilling. I'll be done with this live stream soon. We can hang out. I just saw a message saying you missed my message. There we go. Jordan says, Jake, you missed the comment about what do you think Michael 2007 versus 2009? Who wins that fight? Ooh, I mean, like, is Michael from the Rob Zombie movies more brutal than the new Michael? Like, or are they kind of equal? You know, Rob Zombie Michael's a little more brutal, actually. I'm just gonna stick with that. I think it's a closer fight than the other one. But man, I mean, Jason's just a quicker dude. In the 2009 Jason's just quick, you know, that I feel like that kind of gives him the edge there, personally. You know, Michael's just kind of a slow brute kind of guy, and he's gonna take a lot of hits. He can take a lot of damage. I don't know why I'm thinking so much about this. I agree. I check your page all the time. I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about there, but I appreciate you checking out my page. I wonder if that's what you're talking about. Will Sally survive Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022? Great question. We talked about this a little earlier, but I want to talk about it again. I don't know, man. I think Sally's going down, honestly. I say kill Sally. Screw it. You know, why not? They will probably set up a new final girl, is what Lee says about that. Yeah, I think that Elsie Fisher is in this movie. They're probably setting her up to be like the new final girl character. I could definitely see them killing this character off. I think that would be such a shock because in the trailer we're expecting Halloween 2018, but to kill all the characters in this movie, that subverts our expectations. That would make me like this film and be like, okay, you might have copied the format of Halloween 2018, but at least you did something different from that movie. Aiden says, nice to meet another fan of VHS 94. I adore that film and I love 1 and 2 as well. Viral is at best a time waster and at worst a weak sequel. Yeah, no, it's definitely I feel like unanimously people think VHS Viral is the worst in that franchise. It's kind of like hard to argue considering all the production issues, and like there's an entire skit from that movie they just didn't put in the film because it was so bad. But I will say the one thing I have to say about Gorgeous Vortex, a deleted skit from VHS Viral, is it had potential. It had potential. They just didn't like make it a VHS skit, which is weird. If you guys have ever watched that, Joseph Bishara also did the music for that skit, which he's one of my favorite composers. T. Parker Evans says, thoughts on horror requels and what's your favorite so far? Halloween 2018, Candyman 2021, Scream 2022. I count Scream 2022 as a requel just because it's like it's super meta and deals with that same kind of like the same structure as a typical requel. Scream has probably been my favorite, but Halloween 2018 is a close second because I also love that film as well. But I just love everything that Scream 2022 did. I know a lot of people it's a very polarizing film, which is totally understandable, but they did a lot of the things that I wanted to see in a Scream movie for a long time. They made it more brutal. They made it fast paced. I mean, they did a whole bunch of crazy stuff with that film that I always wanted to see happen. My dark and twisted brain. I always wanted to see a legacy character die, which I know is messed up, but like to see that actually happen on screen was like still so shocking to me. Like I always like, I kind of had that I was always wondered like what that would look like in a Scream film, and like to actually see it was shocking and it was really interesting. Sorry if I spoiled that, but like the movie's been out for over a month. Come on. Do you think there will be another Texas Chainsaw after this one? Yeah, probably. I mean, there are a few franchises out there you can't kill, and Texas Chainsaw is definitely one of them. So there'll be another one for sure. I mean, if Scream 4 can bomb and Scream 5 comes out 10 years later, even if this movie sucks, like yeah, they'll make another Texas Chainsaw in a few years. I just heard a really magical noise. I don't know what that was. Is that like the super chat noise? What was that? I didn't get it. I don't. I just got this like loud noise in my headphones. It scared the crap out of me. I don't know what that was, but thank you to whoever made that go off. All right, gonna try and answer some more questions here. Do you think that I already answered that? Jake, not chainsaw related. Can you tell us an update on Orphan First Kill? Yeah, I think it's coming out soon. I hope they start marketing it. Actually, it's coming from a production company that doesn't like to market their movies, unfortunately. So I don't know. I mean, I think it's coming out this year for sure. Spoke with the director about that a little bit. Brandon says, I think the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre is going to be a bloody good time. And by the way, I got tickets to see the Batman early on March 1st. Nice. I'm hyped and can't wait to see your review on TCM, Jake. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll be posting it at 6 a.m. probably. So check if you guys wake up at 3 like me, because I'm absolutely insane, make sure to check it out. Jake Boss, what's going on? I like your name, Jake. Every time I see the Texas Chainsaw, while I cannot read Chainsaw Massacre beginning on the TV guide and watch it, then I see Matt Bomer and Jordana Brewster and always forget they're in it. I forgot Jordana Brewster's in it. She's in a movie I just watched, The Faculty. She's in The Faculty. Yeah, I like that movie a lot. David Coe, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. I'm a little worn out with found footage films, but I feel like Texas Chainsaw would work well as a found footage movie. Yes. Ooh. I like that a lot, David. Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like a found footage version of TCM would be interesting. I would be down for that. Unfortunately, we're kind of past the found footage era and the renaissance of that Paranormal Activity brought on. But I would love to see that version. That would be really cool. You could make a low budget version of that too. I mean, like, let's say this movie bombs, like, God forbid, but like, let's say this movie bombs and people are trying to make more TCM movies. That's the way you could do it. Just a thought. I don't know. did you know that TCM is somewhat inspired from real life serial killer Ed Gein? Yes, but not directly. They did Leatherface like makes stuff out of human like remains, which is like taken from Ed Gein, but like his story is much different than what Leatherface's story is. So that is like not a common misconception, because that's wrong. Like they did take stuff from Ed Gein, but like it's not exactly Ed Gein's story. Nobody don't talk about this remake reboot, and that is Wrong Turn 2021, and I gotta say it's really good. Wrong Turn 2021 is phenomenal and super underrated. I don't know if it's a requel though. I don't know if we'd count that as a requel, because we were talking about requels earlier. But I love that film a lot. Wrong Turn 2021 is a lot of fun and crazy. Very different from the other movies in this franchise. Just to talk to a few new people here. Victor, what's going on? Thank you. I appreciate the comment, but loving the videos. I work very hard on them, so I greatly appreciate that. Chosen, what's going on? I'm new here, and I heard you make good content on this channel. I try to put out the absolute best content I can every single day. So thank you. Thank you, Chosen. Oh yeah. What are we talking about? Angela, what's going on? What's going on, Angela? How's it going? Love the videos, always makes me happy. That's why I do it, Angela. All this work is just to make people happy. That is my goal in this life, in this crazy life that we live. I just want to make people happy. That is the one sole thing I would love to do. Jess Mess says totally crazy movie. I've been talking about a lot of movies. There's a lot of crazy movies out there, Jess. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. Loganator says, I got a question. Ask away. Ask away, Loganator. I will try to answer them. I know I'm missing some questions, I know, guys, but I will try to get to as many as possible. Aaron, what's going on? How's it going? Do you think this film will be better than the first TCM film? No. I'm gonna say no. I don't think it's gonna be better than the original. It's a classic, man. I mean, come on. The first one's a classic. I don't think it's gonna be better than that, but I think it'll be good. Like I was kind of predicting it's probably gonna be like 4th or 5th in my ranking, I would say. I don't think it's gonna be worse than like The Next Generation or 3D, but I think it's gonna be good. What else we got here? Yay Mess says, I hope you see more kills like we did in the beginning with Leatherface. He has the soldier strapped to the table and skins his arms while Jordana Brewster is underneath. That was crazy. That is a crazy kill. That's the one I remember from the beginning. It's been a minute since I watched that one. I watched the remake, the second one, and the original a lot. Those are the ones I frequent. So I got to rewatch the beginning. That's the one kill that I can remember from it, and it's fucking disgusting. Are you excited to make Scream 6 update videos when production starts and casting? Yes. Oh my God, yes. I can't believe they announced it so soon. Like, what? They never do that for movies. It's crazy. What's up? The WR Love Steezy says, looks sick. It does look pretty sick. It does. Ray Gaming says, is the movie out yet? No, but it'll be out at 3 a.m. Eastern time tonight, or 3 a.m. whenever. Jordan says, Michael Myers versus Sidney Prescott, the greatest slasher versus the greatest final girl. Who wins that fight? Ooh, I mean, like, that's a little different for Sidney Prescott. I'm going to say that just because it's like a killer who's kind of supernatural, questionably supernatural. I mean, if we're talking about like new Michael, maybe that's different, but I feel like Michael Myers wins that fight just because Sidney Prescott is used to killing like teenagers, or which is like a weird thing to say, but yeah, I feel like Michael Myers wins that fight. Honestly, I love Sidney Prescott, but any updates on Don't Breathe 3? Is that happening? I don't know if a Don't Breathe 3 could happen. Great question, though. Loganator, I'm going to answer your question. I hope the Texas Chainsaw can get a TV series. That would be sick. They're getting a video game. I can tell you that. Got to do some updates on that. That would be fun. Victor says, I know a bunch of people are hating on Sally coming back, but I'm so hyped for it. She was literally tortured in the original film. She deserves revenge. I agree. She does deserve some revenge. I think it would be cool to see that in this new film. I do think she's going to die, but I think she's going to get some revenge. Maybe a beat down on Leatherface at least. Hey, Hamish, I'm horrible at pronouncing things. How's it going? Lewis says, Jake, let's make a movie, man. We would kick ass. I am gonna come down your end one day. Big fan. Let's make a movie, man. Come on over. We're gonna make some Chipotle. We're gonna make some food, and we'll talk about making a movie. It'll be great. Okay. Your review on Devil's Due was excellent. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love. I really like that film. It's a fun movie. Good radio silence flick if you guys are Scream fans. Also update. I got an audition soon for Scream 6. Nice. I hope you get some crazy part in it. That would be awesome, Tori. PNW says there's no way a movie will be as good as in the original. Not always the case. I will say that I feel like there are a few very rare examples of that, but TCM came out before you could fact check, before horror was mainstream. It was taboo and looked down on to watch those movies back in 74. It also feels like a snuff film, that original movie. I mean, it feels like something you shouldn't be watching. And like no other Texas Chainsaw Massacre has captured that, I feel like. And I don't think we're going to get that in this new film, but in the future, I feel like it could happen. Brandon says you do at that moment if you're in the police car and you look out. What? Oh, you're saying putting me in this situation. Okay, I'm in a police car. You look out the window when I see a guy with a chainsaw. What would you do? Because I would just be afraid and pray to God. I would cry. I would cry and pee my pants is what I would do. And hope someone and hope some final girl will save me. That is my that's all I can do really in that situation. Wow, there's a lot of questions. Jordan says, I think they need to go Halloween Kills brutal in Scream 6. Thoughts? Yes, I say give us some more kills. Give us some more kills that aren't like Vince's death in Scream 5 where he just kind of gets poked in the neck. Give us more of the other stuff like Wes's death. Once again, if I'm spoiling things, it's been out for a month, guys. Come on. Will I do movie reactions? I would love to do some movie reactions. I think that would be fun. We've been talking about doing this thing on the Lethal Collective page where we all like get together for a movie night. Like we stream a movie and at the bottom of the screen, we could say like, hey, this is where we're at in the movie in case people come in late. That would be cool. I would love to do stuff like that. That'd be fun. WR says you like the background. I'm glad you like this section of it probably, but like this section needs a revamp. I got my Chipotle shirts and this jacket right here. I got to do something about my closet over there. I don't know what yet though. Jake Boss, once again, love the name, says, would you agree that they should bring the stab movies out into the real world and make stab movies so we get our Scream fix every year or two? I think that would be amazing. So there is a guy that makes the stab movies. His name is slipping me right now. I think it's like Christopher something. What is his name? I don't know, but he runs a YouTube page and it's like he actually makes all the stab movies real. And a lot of them are really fun, really good. He makes a cameo in the new Scream film as well. He's the fake Randy. His name is slipping my mind right now, but his channel is really great. Also, if you guys don't know, I am making a Scream fan film. I'm in the middle of pre-production for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. It's going to be Scream from the perspective of the killers. Oh, but there is still a mystery to be had there. And you guys will be seeing a big announcement video on that this Monday. So make sure to look out for that. KillJoy Jake. Don't think Dewey should have died the way he did. Hopefully that wasn't him in the body bag. We'll see. I mean, we'll see in the next movie. You know, that might be something they're planning. Who knows? There was only one body bag, so and there was 2 dead bodies. So who knows? Gangster Sus. I just love that name. Gangster Sus has been in the live chats a few times, and I just love this name. I gotta say, I'd love to see a crazy TCM sequel that captures the grittiness of the original and the craziness of the second. I agree. That would be cool to see a mix of both of those tones come together in a new sequel. That would be fun. I would be down for that. Brandon Treat or Moser, real quickly, Brandon. I'm gonna get the Moser's thing real quick. Yeah, live Scream watches. Ooh, that would be fun. A live watch and Scream together. That would be cool. I would be talking the whole time. I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's weird to sit in front of a camera and not talk about it. Like, if you guys came to my house and we all watched a movie together, I would be quiet the whole time. Not gonna lie. But like, when I'm in front of a camera, it feels like I gotta talk the whole time. So I feel like I would get kind of annoying. But I don't know. I think it would still be fun. Columns Law says, have you watched the ATM 2012 and the Cottage 2008 movie? If so, what's your opinion? Ooh, I have not seen those, but I am going to write those down right now to watch. I'm always looking for new weird horror movies to watch. And The Cottage from 2008. I'm going to write that down right now. I will watch those. I will check those out for sure. I'm literally writing a whole plot for Scream 6 to make a theory on who the killer is. I was legit up late last night writing all my ideas. I will let you know when I make it, and watch it if you can, Jake. Heck yeah. That's awesome. Do it. Do it. That's always fun. I always like coming up with theories and stuff. Zoe says, we should stream the TCM game when it comes out. Yeah, I would be so down for that. I want to do some gaming streams on here, but I'm worried that maybe my subscribers aren't into that kind of content, but I'd be down. Shane Sawin says, do you think David Howard Thornton or Richard Brake would make a better Freddy Krueger in a new remake sequel? Good choices for Freddy, first of all. My personal number one right now is Glenn Howerton from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, just because I feel like he would make a great transition into horror. We're seeing a lot of comedians go into horror right now, and I feel like he would play Freddy really well, especially because I want to see funny Freddy again. I'm going to be honest. I want to see another movie with like a Robert Englund in the sequels version of Freddy, where he's like a little sillier. I've always enjoyed the Nightmare sequels more, oddly enough. So what else are we talking about? Were we going to get back on track with TCM, or we want to talk about some other shit? I don't care. I don't care. I'm down to talk about anything horror. You guys know me. I am so excited for the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre, just 9 hours away. I'm counting the hours. I'm 12 hours here. I'm 12 hours away personally. So little less than 12 hours, actually. It's 3:32 my time. So I'm so excited for it, guys. Honestly, like, I just get pumped about any new film in a franchise I love. Honestly, I'm always down to check it out, you know. And it looks like fans are making this movie, so like I think it's gonna be good. Jason Blum said a cut of Halloween Ends will be ready in 2 to 3 months. Would you be open to watch the test screening if given the opportunity? Oh my God, yes. Like a million times yes. If Jason Blum called me right now and said, hey, we got a rough cut of the movie, you want to check it out? I would fly to LA. I would drop everything I'm doing and be like, yeah, I'll fly to LA. Sure. Watch Most Likely to Die. I'm writing it down. Oh wait, is that I've seen that. That's the one with the dude, and it's a slasher movie, and it's like, oh my God, I've totally seen that. I have seen Most Likely to Die, I think. I've seen a movie about like a dude who's running around, he's in like a grad uniform and he's killing people. I think it's that movie. I could be wrong though. Are you looking forward to Evil Dead Rise? Yes, says J3 Jigsaw 13 LV. It's a clunky name, but I like it. Yes, I am looking forward to it, and I will be doing updates on it shortly. Dead by Daylight gaming stream, says Lee. Yes, I would love to play that. I love playing some Dead by Daylight. I haven't played any of the new characters. Like, they put Pinhead and I think they put like Jigsaw in it and shit. I don't know. Or no, not Jigsaw, the pig mask person from Saw. So, what's her name from Saw? Jesus, I am so tired. Make a gaming channel, I'll watch. I'm a gamer. Yes, that is something that's happening in the future. I will be making a gaming channel. Not this year. I'm busy with the movie and all that this year, so not gonna be anytime soon, but I have a gaming channel in the works. I actually commissioned an artist to do some decals and stuff for it. I already got the name and everything, so. Love1234, what's going on? Do you think Nancy should come back for a new Nightmare on Elm Street? I would love to see a Nightmare on Elm Street requel. That would be so fun with like some of the original cast and stuff. Could you imagine Johnny Depp coming back for a Nightmare requel? That'd be funny. Brandon Treat says, my favorite kill of Halloween Kills is the first firefighter kill when Michael kills him with the halogen bar. Oh yeah, it's so gruesome. Oh my God, the murder at the very beginning of that movie is just sick. I remember saying like, I would love to see that happen. I would just love to see Michael Myers kill like a shit ton of people in one go. And we got to see that in Halloween Kills. So I was very happy. I've been talking like crazy. Where is my water? Did I leave that downstairs? I left that downstairs. I have no water. This is fantastic. Oh, I have it over here. Real quickly, guys, I'm just going to grab that, and then I will be right back. I have seen Hush. I have seen Hush on Netflix. Great movie. Mike Flanagan did it. Phenomenal guy. Just an overall amazing dude. Oh my God, the guy makes like... Why am I wearing headphones? I just thought about that. I don't even need to be wearing headphones right now. I don't know what I'm saying. Hush is a great slasher film, though. Like, not a lot of kills. I think there's only like 1 or 2 kills in the whole movie. But great film. Oh my God. It's like I don't even know how to explain it. It's like the girl's the main girl is like deaf, and there's a killer coming after her, and it's just like a cat and mouse chase the entire movie. It's awesome. Oh God, yeah, we gotta bring up this question every single live stream, of course. Stu Macher alive or dead? What are your thoughts, Jake? I mean, like, if they bring him back, sure. If they explain it, yeah, that's fine. Okay, I will say this though: if they bring him back and they don't explain it, I'll be upset. I will be very upset for sure. Chris says TCM 1974 and Part 2 are the only ones I truly care about. I have a lot of positive vibes for this one though. How do you feel about the 2003 movies? How do you feel about 2003 and the 2006 movie? I feel like those are pretty good. You know, pretty decent sequels. Jessica Biel's in them. She gives a good performance. Any hospital scenes, Jakes? Because you love hospitals. I do love hospitals, Wayne. Just not in horror movies. There's too many hospital scenes in horror movies. Daniel C, what's going on? Most likely to die was good. I just got that voice in there again, the noise. I'm still trying to figure out what that is. Daniel C says most likely to die was good. I hope they make a sequel. It was good. If it's the movie I'm thinking of, it was good. It was a fun time. Had some good kills. Have you seen Midnight Mass on Netflix? No, but every time I go to Netflix, I see it and I'm like, hey, I should check this out. I believe that's also Mike Flanagan, right? Maybe ? I haven't seen any of his series. I believe that's one of his series on Netflix. I haven't seen any of them, gonna be honest. Like Haunting of Hill House. Have not seen that, unfortunately. Jamie Lee Curtis and Neve Campbell should be in a horror movie together, like a mother and daughter. They have family problems, so they go away to sort their problems, and a killer too. That would be sick. That would be like the Expendables of horror. They should definitely do something like that. That would be fun. Gangster Sus says, in all horror monster movies, something that I always find so awesome is when law enforcement face the monsters head on. I kind of find it funny when like you have like this group of like cops or SWAT or whatever, and they're going after like zombies or something. They just get annihilated, but like 30 minutes later, this like ragtag group of survivors just takes down like all of them. That's always funny to me. Not that I have a real problem with that, but it's just something I notice. Tori says, love your shirt. Thank you. I'm Old Greg. You guys watch Old Greg? Have you guys seen Old Greg? Love Old Greg. It's not horror at all. I mean, I guess maybe it is, but it's just weird. It's very funny though. Joshua Baker, what is going on? Not so much horror related, but what are you using to live stream? I use OBS. Streamlabs OBS, that's typically what I use. I want to start like there's not enough cool graphics and shit going on over here. Like there's all this white space over here and I don't like it, so I'm thinking about like scooching over this way. Obviously like the mic will be here and like maybe I'll put like some graphic over here or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll like, put the chat up on the screen. Well, you guys can already see the chat though. I don't know. I'm working out the whole live stream thing. This is only my third live stream, so still figuring it out. Have you watched Insidious? Heck yeah, I've watched Insidious. One of my favorite horror films, actually. Definitely in my top 10. Vegetable stew. I don't know what. I missed that comment. It scrolled past too fast, but I just saw vegetable stew, and that was funny. Are you excited for Knives Out 2? Heck yeah. Why is Netflix doing it, though? What the heck? What's up with that? I think Stu Macher is coming back for Scream 6. Why would they have him for one movie? The originals always come back. Yeah, no, I mean, I could see it happening. I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but if they don't explain it, like, it'd be kind of weird, you know? Wayne says, when is the next Lethal Collective live stream? We're doing live streams every Friday and Monday over on that page. And typically I'll live stream. What I'm thinking about doing for live streams is after the Lethal Collective stream, I'm going to stream over here to keep the conversation going. But today I'm doing it over here because after the Lethal Collective stream tomorrow, I will be very, very busy. So I will not have time for it tomorrow. So I decided, hey, let's live stream today. I don't have to edit videos this way. It's nice. Captain Super Chris, what's going on? It's like 10 people have no chance and the one survivor with the handgun beats all the monsters. Yeah, I mean, we see that in movies a lot. I'm watching this show called All of Us Are Dead on Netflix right now, and like similar situation happens in that show without spoiling it. Do you think they will make an... Oh, hey, thanks for the super chat, Gangster Sus. Great vids, keep it up. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Lewis says, do you think they will make another I Know What You Did Last Summer movie? Because the TV show got canceled. After one season, it was crap. What's your thoughts, Jake? It was crap, and it sucks because I would love another version of I Know What You Did Last Summer. But unfortunately, with the TV show bombing, I don't know if like studios are going to be like, hey, this property's making a lot of money if it's, not making a lot of money. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but my beanie likes to recede all the way up my forehead. Look how crazy my hair looks. Oh yeah. There we go. It still looks bad. That's fine. Oh, get some beanie hair going on here. Let's do this with the beanie. Here we go. I should be answering questions right now, but I'm goofing off. Chris has not watched the 2003 or 2006 movies. Anyone joining the live stream right now is just going to think I'm crazy. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get to all these comments. I'm just being silly. Chris, I recommend watching the 2003 and 2006 movies. Yes, I check them out. They're interesting. They're interesting remakes. Would any of you guys support a rated R Batman movie? Yes. Oh my God, yes. I love the Batman movies so much. I'm going through them all right now, and because of this new one's coming out in March. So a lot of fun. I need some water. My voice is getting all raspy. I just spilled water everywhere. That's fine. Okay, Jake, have you seen Cobra Kai? No, but it's on my watch list. I unfortunately just dude, there's so much I want to watch. I'm trying to get through Attack on Titan right now. I haven't watched the latest episode of that, but that's phenomenal. I don't know if there's any anime fans here. Probably not, but good stuff. Be right back, says WR. Come on back when you can. I just appreciate any and all time we spend together. Stu is a funny character, says Chosen. I hope he comes back. Yeah. I would be down for, like I said, I would be down for Stu to come back. They just got to explain it. They can't just do a Palpatine and just bring him back out of nowhere, off-screen revival. That's whack. Didn't even know they did a last summer TV show. Yeah, and it's a Euphoria wannabe kind of show. I don't know, not my cup of tea personally. I like Euphoria though. No diss towards Euphoria. I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I like a lot of the actors and actresses on that show, but not a show that I would typically be running towards to be yeah, I gotta watch this. Jake, watch this movie. It's called Trick or Treat 1986. It's a heavy metal horror movie and it's really fun. Trick or Treat 1986. I have not heard of that either. I've heard of Trick or Treat from 2007. Mike Dougherty movie. Fantastic film. Why have I not seen Trick or Treat from the 80s, baby? Love me a good late 80s movie. Late 80s movies are something else, man. A lot of fun. Won't happen, but a slasher-styled Venom film with practical effects and an R rating would be sick. That would be sick. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I didn't like the first Venom movie, but the second one I did. I was like, okay, this is cool. I feel like everyone in the universe who likes superhero movies probably disagrees with that, but that's just my weird opinion. Anime fans here. We are everywhere. Heck yeah. I've been getting into anime for the past 2 years or so, and I'm digging it. Horror and anime are kind of my two big things right now. So I thought you said, have you seen Shrek for a second? But no, you said Shriek. Shriek, if you know what, yes, I have seen that ridiculous movie. It's like Scary Movie, but worse is my take on that. Thoughts on Brightburn? Brightburn's good, but what the fuck is that ending, dude? Brightburn's good until the ending. It's like you had all this setup for that, and then you just didn't do anything with all that setup from your movie. I really like James Gunn too, and that movie just fell flat for me towards the end. Great concept though. Great concept and idea. Jake, are you ready for Nope? The trailer looks amazing. Yes, I'm ready for Nope. Oh my God, Jordan Peele just can do no wrong in my eyes. Absolutely love that man. I love all the movies he's put out. Even Keanu. Fight me, but I like Keanu. I think that movie's funny. It's fun. Whatever. Jake, do you think Scream should be the last? Because once you make too much in a great franchise, it can ruin what is still a good franchise. That's a good point to be made, I think. I don't necessarily think you can make too many movies in a franchise. I don't think that's going to ruin a franchise, in my opinion. But I mean, if you make a series of bad movies, then maybe it's okay, maybe it's time to stop making these movies, like the Hellraiser movies, man. I mean, the fourth one on, they're bad, which sucks. 1 through 3 is so good, and then you get to 4, you get to Hell Keeper or whatever. I don't even know what the hell the name's of. Deader is the name of like the 6th movie. Like, what is that fucking title, man? I don't know. Some franchises I think you got to give up on, but some other franchises, there's like infinite amount of possibilities that you could take it. Like the Scream franchise, for example. Ever seen Black Roses? No, I'm just gonna have a whole list of recommendations. I have not seen Black Roses. I've seen a lot of weird horror movies, but like there's a lot of weird horror movies out there, I guess is my point. I would love to watch a R-rated Batman film directed by James Wan. Me too, man. Oh my God. James Wan. He's like, I liked Aquaman, but it's a bit like there's a lot going on in this movie. Like Aquaman's good, but holy shit, like cut out one of the villains. Dude, there's so much going on in that movie, but it's a lot of fun nonetheless. I'm still excited for the sequel. Primal. It's made. Brandon recommends a show called Primal. It's made by Tartakovsky, the guy that made Samurai Jack. Oh, okay. I'm assuming that's an anime. I have not seen Samurai Jack, but it's on my list. I will check that out. Primal series. Hell yeah. How long have you been watching horror? Pretty much my whole life, but like I've been really like a nerd about it since like 2018. I saw Hereditary in the theaters and like it blew my mind. I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. That was the best theater experience of my entire life, was seeing Hereditary in theaters for sure. Worst horror franchise? Honestly, I Know What You Did Last Summer. Both of the sequels suck in my opinion. Not a fan of either of them. I like the first one. It's fun. But the 2 sequels are just like unwatchable in my opinion. The second one's not bad, but like the third one is unwatchable. I wish Texas Chainsaw 2003 got a sequel instead of a prequel. I mean, I feel like there's a lot more you could do with a prequel, with that movie. Especially like because you could kill everybody and have the killers win. I feel like maybe that's predictable. Maybe prequels are predictable though, but Stink. Jake Aganyaga says Stink is my favorite movie. Involved a lot of gore and babies. Really strange. What the fuck? Jake is a good friend of mine. Jake Aganyaga. He is my best friend in the whole world. Thanks for coming to the live stream, dude. I appreciate it. Me and that guy have been friends for a very long time, and he likes to make jokes about babies and them not not living. That's all I'm going to say about that. Hellraiser 4 is the cure of insomnia. Hellraiser 4 is a lot of things, man. Maybe not a lot of good things, but Adam Scott's in it. Adam Scott is in Hellraiser 4. It's one of his first movie roles. Look it up. I'm very hopeful for the new Hellraiser, though. The Hulu Raiser. That's funny. Yes. Yeah, I think it's going to be good. Female Hellraiser, that's more accurate to the book anyways, so like let's go for it. Ever seen the Hills Have Eyes remake? Yes, and like I'm going to be honest, I don't love The Hills Have Eyes to begin with. Unpopular opinion probably, and I also am just like whatever to the remake. I don't know. Not like there are horror movies you can go too far with horror movies, I feel like, and that is a prime example of that for me at least. Probably an unpopular opinion. I feel like a lot of people like that. Yellow Jackets, I hear, is fantastic, says Pessimistic Clown says watch Yellow Jackets. I hear that show is phenomenal. My parents absolutely loved it. I am going to watch that at some point. I have had so many people recommend it to me at this point. The cast is phenomenal, too. Cast is phenomenal of that film, so. Big Mac No Onions, what's going on? You, Dead Meat, Zoe, and Fate are my favorite YouTubers. To even be included amongst a list with Dead Meat is just an honor. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. And Zoe and Fate's channels are fantastic as well. Billy Mount III says, do you think the Scary Movie series sucks? It depends on your perspective, man. That depends on your perspective. They're not movies I frequently watch, so I'll say that. And it also kind of makes me a little upsetty spaghetti that those movies have made more money collectively than the Scream franchise, which is like, what? Haven't factored in Scream 5 to that yet, but yeah, just a thought. Just something crazy about those two franchises compared side by side. Allie, what's up, Allie? Says, when does TCM air tonight? 3 a.m. on Netflix. So if you want to stay up like me and be crazy, I'm not staying up technically. I'm waking up at 3 and watching it, but I'm excited. I'm excited to watch it at 3 in the fucking morning. It's gonna be great. Hereditary deserved some Oscar nominations. Yeah, Toni Collette was robbed of an Oscar. Her performance is phenomenal. Truly. That movie could have won a lot of Oscars in my opinion. It's up there with like Silence of the Lambs and The Exorcist for I don't know, man. Makes no sense. Makes no sense to me. She got robbed of an Oscar from that film. Pound for pound, movie for movie, best horror franchise. Oh, you just asking me what my favorite horror franchise is? Says Devi. Dude, that's tough, man. I mean, like, I was talking about consistency is something I value in a horror franchise. When you can have multiple movies, that's fucking awesome. That's a big deal to me. Although I like the concepts of, like, maybe like Scream, Hellraiser, Friday the 13th. I think maybe the most consistent franchise is The Evil Dead. That's probably my number one franchise just because of how consistent it is. I mean, there's no bad Evil Dead thing, in my opinion. So just got done watching Rob Zombie's Halloween. Great remake, in my opinion. It's a good film. I like it. I feel like they spend a little too much time on Michael's backstory where they don't need to. But brutal fucking movie. Some great kills. Some of Michael's best kills are in both of those Rob Zombies movies. A lot of fun, both of those films. Oh my God. So Cannibal Holocaust is a no for you. I have some whack opinions about Cannibal Holocaust. I've only seen it once, and I was bored the entire movie until the ending. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that I was so bored the whole time, and then the ending is like, okay, this is cool now. The last 15 minutes are disturbing and fucked up, and it's awesome, but like the rest of the movie is just people walking through the woods, pretty much. It's my same opinion. It's same way how I feel about the Blair Witch Project. Like, I bet it would have been cool to see that in the 90s. I bet it would have shocked me thinking it was real, but like now it's like whatever. Who is Zoe? What's the channel name? Zoe Crawford is a horror channel. Highly recommend him. He makes some great content over on his page. Get him to 1,000 subscribers, man. Just look up Zoe Crawford. Great stuff over on his page for sure. I collaborate with him a lot too, and I'm actually he might be in one of my videos soon. That's all I'm gonna say. Like in real life. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say for now. I was disappointed in the new Scream movie. It felt like a cheap knockoff of the first Scream. I mean, I disagree, man. I really liked it. I feel like it did a lot of things that I've been looking for in a Scream movie. I know I should be talking about Texas Chainsaw, but I'm just excited, you know? I just get excited about horror movies. So it did a lot of things for me that I've been wanting to see in the Scream franchise. So that's why I really liked it. I think it's a lot of fun. I don't think anything's going to top the original personally in that franchise, but it's a good movie. I love Radio Silence's style too. We get to watch it at 12 a.m. here in Arizona. Just looked it up. Nice. That's maybe I'll go to Arizona. I wonder how long a flight for to Arizona would be for tonight. Nosferatu 1922 is going to be 100 years old in March. That's crazy. That's like one of the first great horror films, you know? And damn. I gotta watch that. I watched this movie called Vampire the other day, like spelled weird. It's from like the 20s as well. Or maybe it's from the 10s, the 1910s. It's an old ass horror movie, and it holds up. I mean, it's pretty good. It's a little slow to start, but like good movie. Really fucked up shit happens in that one. Have you watched much Aussie horror? I have seen Undead. That's a whack movie. I've seen a lot. Yeah, I've seen a lot of Australian horror movies. I've seen a New Zealand horror movie called Black Sheep from like 2007. Highly recommend. Great horror comedy. It's horror comedy gold. It's very fun. Very crazy movie. The director got charged with murder because of Cannibal Holocaust. Yeah, I've read all about that. That is a very interesting story. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I prefer Eli Roth's Green Inferno movie, which is basically a love letter to that film. Fight me, but like, I just think that's a better movie on all accounts. Do I like the Conjuring movies? Yes. Yeah, I like them. Not all of them are good, but it's like 1 and 2 of the Conjuring movies, and like the first 2 Annabelle films are great. Love all of those films. Not really horror movie, but Black Swan's a fun movie. It's kind of a horror movie. It's like a psychological thriller. I would say, like, maybe. RZ as a writer, trash. 5 trash cans. Ooh, hot take. I like his movies. I like Rob Zombie's movies. My buddy Sean, who was in the chat earlier, I think he's gone now, but he runs a page called Zomleader Studios. Loves Rob Zombie. Absolutely loves him in all of his movies. I don't love his movies, but I think they're fun. You know, I think they're fun. Was it spelled like this? Vampire. Yes, with a Y. Yeah. Yes, it was. It was a film called Vampire. My beanie keeps sliding up my forehead. Every time I go and look at myself on the screen, I'm just like, oh yeah, you guys get to see my disgusting hair too. Isn't this fun? Isn't this a fun time? Scream 3 was the last good Scream. Ugh, disagree. I strongly disagree. I love 4 and 5. I love them a lot. I think they're very different films. Like, I think if you like the style of the original movies, like, I can see that, but I don't know, man. Lucid, I don't know why you're so, you sounded like a pessimist to me, man. Lucid Serenity. Don't be such a pessimist, my dude. Callum Stanley says, Killer Sofa is unironically great. A haunted sofa killing people and falling in love is what this world needs. You just threw so much at me, Callum. Holy shit. Killer Sofa specifically. I watched a movie called Rubber the other day. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but that's a fucking whack movie. It's about just a tire that kills people. I wish there's more to it than that, but there's not. I like your channel, Jay. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Gabriel. I appreciate that. Gavin White says, what's your favorite non-horror movie? My favorite movie of all time is Ferris Bueller's Day Off. My all-time favorite movie. Jaws is a close second. I also love Jaws, but that's a horror movie. But non-horror, definitely Ferris Bueller's Day Off is my number one of all time. Absolutely love that film. I think it's an 11 out of 10 in my 10 out of 10 book. So, which two horror icons would you pin against each other? Says Devi. Man, that's a good question. I've seen so many people say, "Hey, Annabelle and Chucky should fight." That would be interesting. But like, what? Sure, they're dolls, but like the tone of both of those films are wildly different. There's also a film, a Japanese film, I believe, where they pit the monsters from both like the original Ringu and The Grudge. Ju-on or whatever, they pit those two together. Never seen it, but it seems whack. That is a movie that I don't highly recommend it, but like, check it out, if you want. That's got to be a weird ass movie. What is the worst horror movie you have seen? Was it in a hospital? God damn it, Wayne. I say one thing about a hospital in the live stream and it comes back to haunt me forever. I hate trash talking horror movies because I think making a horror movie is ridiculously tough. Like, it is a hard thing to make a horror movie. It's not easy. So what I'll say is, like, yes, I've seen some bad movies. I've seen some movies that personally I did not like because I did not see anything that I like in said film. Probably, and once again, I hate shitting on the I Always Know What You Did Last Summer horror franchise. I just said it was my least favorite horror franchise of all time. But like, dude, I Know What You Did Last Summer movie is rough. Maybe not the worst movie I've ever seen, though. I also saw this movie called House Shark, which is actually the worst film I've ever seen. Like, just not even horror, just the worst movie I've ever watched in my entire life is a movie called House Shark. And I think the funniest thing about it is it's directed by a guy named Rob Bonk. Say that a few times fast. It's hilarious. Rob Bonk. I'm excited for Tim Burton's Wednesday on Netflix. Jenna Ortega is going to kill it again. She's playing Wednesday. Yeah, that's crazy, man. I'm so down for that. Jenna Ortega is just a fucking powerhouse. She is killing it lately and all the shit that she's in. She's going to be in this new movie called X. Don't know if you guys have heard about it or not, but it's a new A24 movie. Very excited for it. It's got Jenna Ortega, Mia Goth. Kid Cudi is going to be in it as well. Have you ever walked out of a horror movie? No, but I walked out of Dunkirk. Dunkirk is one of the only movies I've ever walked out of because I was so bored. Will there be a Jaws remake? I would love a Jaws requel. I would be so down for that. So down for a Jaws requel. That would be sick. You could bring back Richard Dreyfuss, at least. Unfortunately, the other two amazing actors have passed away, unfortunately, in real life. Roy Scheider and... oh my God, I can't remember the other guy's name. I literally watched Jaws last night. Like, I watched it last night and I cannot remember his name. Hey, Jake, do you play Dead by Daylight? Yes. I love Dead by Daylight. That's a very fun game. I wish they would bring, I like the Friday the 13th game, but I prefer Dead by Daylight. It's essentially the same game, but Dead by Daylight is just the same thing, but better in my opinion. Very fun game. I wish they would bring, I almost said Michael. I almost combined Jason and Michael in my head, and I wish they would bring Jason into that. Oh, great comment. I think Angelina was Roman's accomplice and he kills for her TBH. I also think Craven thinks so as well. Yeah, Craven Something Scary. We have talked about this before on a live stream, I think. We are both on the consensus that Angelina was the third killer in Scream 3. They just never gave a reveal to her and she got away with it scot-free. That's something I would like to see explored in these new movies, theoretically. Puppet Master versus Chucky, yeah, that is much more appropriate. But Puppet Master is just not as popular as Child's Play, unfortunately. So, not unfortunately, the Puppet Master movies are fucking whack, as they like to say. There's like 14 of those too, which is like what? Ferris Bueller's Day Off is awesome. I have the soundtrack on vinyl record, great soundtrack as well. Plus, was my go-to movie on VHS videotape when I took days off from school. Nice. It's a great movie. I have the steelbook of it. It's one of my all-time favorite films. It is my all-time favorite. It's my number one. Have you ever heard of things that's... Have you ever heard of things that's the worst movie? Things? Like the name of the movie is Things? I'm trying to figure this out. I'm not 100% sure what you're saying there, my dude. Ross, what's going on? Ross says, besides Shudder, which streaming service do you feel has the best horror options? Probably HBO Max. I feel like that's the go-to answer. But like Hulu has a lot of weird picks. HBO Max is like all the classics. So like if you're looking for that, go to HBO Max. If you're looking for some weird stuff, like some neon movies, I don't know if they have any A24 on there, but I know they have all like the weird neon psychological thrillers and shit. Check out Hulu if you're looking for some weirder stuff. I watched this movie called Gaia the other night. That was pretty good. That wasn't bad. Scream idea, 2 ghost faces as usual, but not working together, one more brutal than the other and has a bloody mask. And it isn't revealed until Scream 7. My dude, Davey, you will really like my fan film, Scream Red Right Hand. You will really like that, I think, if you propose ideas such as that. 2 ghost faces going against each other. That's all I'm going to say about it for now, though. Do you think that Jamie Lee Curtis, this will be her last movie, essentially? She's been a final girl for 40 years. Do you think she will... she needs to end Halloween movies. Does she need to stop making Halloween movies? No, but if she wants to be done after this film, I understand. She's getting up there. You know what I mean? She probably wants to retire at some point soon. Or maybe she doesn't. She's got a lot of energy. She's awesome. So I think that this is probably going to be the last movie she portrays Laurie Strode in, though, most likely. And I'm excited to see what happens overall. She said that everyone's gonna fucking hate this movie, so I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, if they kill Laurie Strode, I hope they do it in a way where she takes down Michael and it's not just Michael breathing again at the end. The movie is called Halloween Ends. Kill Michael. Have some balls. Have some balls and kill Michael. That's what I say. I like Michael, but kill him. What is going on? I'm seeing some new people in the chat. What is going on? Florin Decage. Hey, Jake, what's up? What's going on? One question I have to know from you is, what's the worst horror movie you've ever watched? We got a lot of people asking me this question today. That's funny. Like I said earlier, I don't know, man. I don't like the shit on horror movies. I really don't. I think anyone who's made a horror movie, I wish I could give them a hug, because like horror movies are not easy. They're not easy to make. They're very tough. Any movie is tough to make. And, I want to congratulate anyone who's made a horror film. You know, I've seen a lot of movies that I didn't like because they just weren't my cup of tea, but like, I don't like the shit on horror movies. You know, I really don't like the shit on any film. What's your fave decade for horror? That's so tough. There's so many good, I mean, like the 70s had all the exploitation films. The 80s just had this plethora of different kinds of horror films. Probably the 80s, just because like of how wide of a range they had at this point in time. There's so many different horror movies that came out in the 80s. Serious slashers that were really scary. And then the late 80s is like silly versions of those slasher movies. We also had like super iconic, like just so many iconic films coming out of the 80s. Like quantity alone, I would probably say the 80s, just because of how many different crazy horror films came out during that time period. So like, yeah, probably the 80s. Like that's kind of the golden age of horror. But yeah. They gotta keep her out after Ends. I say no to that. Don't keep her out. If she wants to make another film with Michael, go for it. If she wants to make another Halloween movie, yeah. Would you like a sequel to Child's Play 2019? I personally really enjoy it and would love a sequel. Sure. You know, if they want to make another film, whatever. I feel like it's like that whole movie is kind of a middle finger to like Don Mancini, especially because they didn't want him on board the project. Like he's has had no involvement with it. And it's like it's such a wildly different concept than what Chucky is. So like if they make another movie, you know, I'll check it out. Sure. I thought it's a fun movie. It's got some great kills, but like I don't know, all the behind the scenes stuff kind of ruins it for me. What are your opinions of the new Scream lead characters? The OG ones will always be iconic, but they lack diversity. The fact that an LGBTQ character and POC characters survived Scream 2022 is amazing. I agree. I 100% agree. I'm down for some new characters. I like the new characters a lot. I know some people did not, which is kind of weird to me because like, dude, Mindy's like in my top 10 favorite Scream characters for sure. And I think it's awesome that we have like people of color surviving a Scream film for once instead of just Joel who dipped out. And also a LGBTQ plus character is in the new Scream film. So that's awesome. That's always a big win for these communities that are unfortunately overlooked sometimes, I feel. Are you a fan of body horror? David Cronenberg is one of my favorite directors. So yes. If you could make your own horror movie, what would it be about? If I had like, if someone came to my house right now and was like, hey, Jake, here is $5 million, make a horror film. That's a good question, man. I mean, I would do something a little elaborate, nothing too crazy though, because like, I think the best horror movies spend their budget on marketing opposed to actual like production costs and shit. And what I mean by that is like, I would make a movie that's like maybe a little dystopian. I have this really interesting idea for something I would love to do in the future. Like if I ever had money, I would love to make a David Cronenberg-esque body horror kind of movie, kind of going off of what Jose said earlier. I have a really cool idea for like this hotel movie that's like full of people that are there for a weird reason. I don't want to say what, but something that I would like to explore in the future if I ever had like money to actually cast actors and to put real people in my movie. It would be like a really minimalist production, but I would put a lot of the money into advertising personally because I have a lot of faith in that. Columns Law says, have you watched Host 2020 Shudder movie? Yes, one of the best found footage movies ever, I think personally. It's in my top 10. And it's a 60-minute film, which is something I brought up on a live stream the other night. And I think that's so cool. There's not that many 60-minute horror films. Like we feel like we have to make horror films 90 minutes, but like that movie is a perfect 60 minutes. And if it was any longer, it would go on for too long. I love that film. It's a really interesting movie and it's terrifying. I watched it on a road trip. I drove around all continental United States back in 2020 when that came out. And I watched that in the car at night. Like it was like dark. It was late at night. And my buddy's driving. I'm just kind of sitting there. It was like maybe like 2 a.m. or something. And I'm just watching this movie terrified out of my mind. It was awesome. Psychological horror recommendations. Yes, absolutely. God, let me think about this. The Lodge from 2019. Great film that was really overlooked, I feel. Highly recommend that. I'm only going to take a few more questions, by the way, and I'm going to end the stream because my voice is getting roached and I still want to make a video after this. So, but The Lodge from 2019, if you have not seen that, highly recommend it. Very scary film that you don't really know where it's going until the third act. There's a big twist in that movie that's really cool. Very scary film. Anything from A24 is good. Anything from Neon made The Lodge. Those two production studios make a lot of good psychological horror movies that I highly recommend. Jake Baugh says, if Michael Myers was the same person from the original Halloween movie to Halloween Ends, how old would Michael be? If Michael was he is the same person though. So like he's as old as he should be, right? Jake, what did you think of Wrong Turn? Is it the best or worst movie? I honestly like all the Wrong Turn movies, even like 5 and 6 that are rough. 4 is oddly one of my favorite movies in that whole franchise. I love Wrong Turn 4. The snow setting, the kills, the ending. I won't say what happens if you guys haven't seen it, but wow. This is maybe the best name of someone I've ever seen in my life. Bubs Nuts Magoo says, will the Lethal Collective ever meet up in person? Stay tuned for the rest of this year, my dude. Stay tuned. That's all I got to say about that. Jonathan Breck, better return for Jeepers Creepers 5. Yeah, I would love to see Jonathan Breck portray the Creeper again, for sure. Bro, I love Lori, but you gotta admit she's run her course. People were even saying that when they announced her to be in Halloween 2018. I mean, like, dude, Could you imagine the last time she played Laurie Strode was Halloween Resurrection? Like, what if they never made these movies? That was the last time she plays Laurie Strode. I'd be pretty pissed off. That's kind of my opinion on that. If you guys have seen Halloween Resurrection, it's a movie, man. It's a movie. Have you seen Vivarium? Highly recommend. Someone recommended this to me on a live stream. I don't know if it was you, Aquatic Snail Shop. I can't remember if it was you or not, but I have heard ridiculously good things about this. I kind of know what it's about. So I talked about it briefly. I have not seen it, but I would love to watch that one. I know it's like Jesse Eisenberg and Imogen Poots is in it. Both great actors and actresses. I've seen them in other things that I really liked them in. So yeah. I can't remember if it's Imogen Poots or not, but I know there's this movie called The Body, I think it's called. Not the Stephen King short story, but there's this movie called The Body. It's on Shudder. Highly recommended. It's a Christmas horror film about 3 teenagers who accidentally kill somebody and they don't know what to do with the body. And wow, you want to see a psychological horror film? We were talking about that earlier. Oh, that one has some crazy twists and turns. I don't necessarily think that all of them are super intelligent, but that's kind of the point because they're dumb teenagers, you know? So, have I seen Teeth from 2007? Yeah, it's fucking terrible. It's a horrible movie, but like you gotta watch it. It's one of those movies that's like the concept alone is why you have to watch it. And I feel like if I talk about the concept of that movie on this stream, I could get demonetized. So check that out. Make the Lethal House. Yeah, we should make a house, a hype house with all the Lethal Collective members. That would be hilarious. Steven's like in his 40s. Could you imagine like we're all just fucking vibing, just partying it out one night? That's I don't know. That's a weird thing to say. Did you know there is a comic where Ash takes on Jason and Freddy? Yeah, I can't remember when that came out, but isn't that kind of what inspired the 9th Friday movie, Jason Goes to Hell? Because like they put the Necronomicon in there, they put the Freddy glove at the end. I feel like that's where that came from, but like I'm not 100% sure about that. Don't take my word for that. Jordan says, so you don't want her to come back after this. I mean, like, I get that, but like, it's also Jamie Lee Curtis. She can kind of do whatever she wants, you know? That's kind of how I feel about it. If she wants to make another Halloween movie, dude, she can do that. She can do whatever the hell she wants. She is badass. I haven't seen Angela Decided in a while. Is she okay? I don't know. We haven't heard from Angela in a while. Fate's girlfriend. So we still don't know who Angela is. The mystery will remain forever. We're still not sure about that. If you're looking for a bad horror movie and want to have a laugh with your friends, look no further than the Canadian horror Things. That is the name of that. I'm gonna look into that. This Things movie. Sounds interesting. Have you watched the Creepshow TV series? Yes, I watched the first season of it, and it was good. It was just good. I feel like it was like a 6 out of 10 in my opinion. I know there's like 3 seasons of that now. I'm down to check it out. You know, I'm down to keep going with it. But like there were some off episodes for sure. Like the first 2 episodes of Creepshow are fucking awesome, and then after that, I feel like it kind of falls off. But it's good though. I recommend it. It's fun. Freddy versus Jason was supposed to have Ash in it. That would have been a really interesting twist. That movie's already super like crazy. There's a lot going on in that movie, so I don't know how they could have thrown Ash into that. I would like to see Ash versus some other horror icons though. A whole movie about that. Sure, why not? Bruce Campbell's kind of done playing the character, but like, man, alternate universe where other weird shit happens. Yeah, I bet that could have happened. I have a great idea for Texas Chainsaw Massacre film that's simple and brutal. That's kind of what we need from a new Texas Chainsaw, honestly. Something simple. Like we're trying to up the ante by making these complicated horror films these days. But like, I do kind of miss like just a simple slasher flick, you know? Sometimes I'm like, I'm looking for that. I'm not always trying to think super hard about my horror movies, you know? I do like a lot of the A24 stuff though, that really makes you think, and like the Jordan Peele movies that are like super in depth with like social commentary. But sometimes it's nice to just turn on a mindless slasher flick. You know, I'm always down for that too. There's an Archie versus Predator comic book series. I bet that's fucking wild. I'm getting into comic books a little more. I don't know if you guys you can't really see them from this angle, but like I recently bought the first compendium of Invincible. I'm not a big Robert Kirkman guy, but like I want to read that before I watch the show. So Speaking of that, yeah, The Walking Dead is on its last season. I kind of lost interest in The Walking Dead when a certain character died. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about if you guys have seen that. Have you watched Storm Warning 2007? No, I have not. But I guys, I do have to end the live stream because I do want to make a video before I go see this cursed movie. And I want to say one thing before I leave about Texas Chainsaw because we kind of got off topic. I'm excited for the film overall. I think it's going to be cool. There's a lot of really interesting things I want to talk about just real quickly about the film that I can't believe I didn't get to because I've just been talking about it. I see things, people want me to talk about different horror movie things and I just start talking about them. I start getting excited and I'm like, heck yeah. So a few pointers, I posted a tweet about this the other day, but I just want to talk about these real quick. The music is done by Colin Stetson, who did the music for, he did the music for Hereditary, which also has a ridiculous OST. I mean, it is one of my favorite original soundtracks ever. Highly recommend. Hereditary is just a great movie. It's one of my favorites of all time. The same guy's doing the music, so music's gonna be good. We got a few tracks from it already. They're very eerie and dissonant, which I like for horror movies. That's how they should be. Film was directed by David Blue Garcia, just a huge Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan. If you guys saw that clip I was talking about the other day, he just starts geeking out about Texas Chainsaw. I've read some interviews with him where he talks about how they used the original chainsaw from the original movie for this new film, which is super cool. And he got his blessing from it every day. He would touch it and give it a kiss or something. That last part wasn't true, but I thought it was funny to say something about it. The cast also includes Mark Burnham playing Leatherface, Olwen Foray, I want to say is how her last name is pronounced, playing she was in Mandy, if you guys have seen that crazy Nick Cage movie. She will be playing Sally Hardesty in this new film, not reprising the role, but playing that role from the original because the original actress has unfortunately passed away. Elsie Fisher from 8th Grade is our new final girl as well in this new film. If you guys saw 8th Grade, a Bo Burnham directed film, I love it. I love Bo Burnham, massive fan of his. I don't like his old stuff, but his new stuff is great. And then one more thing I want to say about it. The film story was conceived by Fede Alvarez and Rodo Sayagas. They're the guys behind the Evil Dead 2013 remake and both of the Don't Breathe films. And personally, I think whatever they touch turns to gold. So I'm a massive fan of theirs. I'm very excited to see what they do with the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre film. They also serve mainly as producers on the film, but the story comes from them. I don't believe they wrote the script, but the story was their idea. And that to me is enough to be yeah, I'm excited for this film. I know a lot of the reviews are kind of negative, but I think overall it's going to be some bloody fun. I don't think it's going to be one of the best films in this franchise, but I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be a good time. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a cool movie, I think, overall. And I think, like I said, I think it'll be about middle of the road where I rank it in the franchise. It'll be a fun movie to watch. And hopefully sometime in the future, we actually get a film that kind of is reminiscent of that first one. That's a little more snuff film-y, not an actual snuff film because those are not good, but fake ones. You know what I mean? I think that would be fun. So thank you guys for all the great questions and the great conversation, by the way, today. I greatly appreciate it. Very excited to talk more doing these live streams. So something I want to announce real quick, and I can't show you guys those on stream yet. Something I want to talk about real quick is that when I'm filming my movie in June, my channel is probably going to be only live streams. I will not have time to edit. I'm going to be filming an entire movie, which I don't know if you guys know anything about that. I don't even know anything about that, honestly. I'm kind of clueless when it comes to making a horror film, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work making film. Just the 8 minutes we shot for the original Red Right Hand was a lot of tough work. It's a lot of hard work. So I probably won't be making a shit ton of videos then, but I will be doing my best to doing live streams at least to be giving some kind of content. So there is that. Hail Ratma. I saw that in the chat. That's hilarious. Yeah, we'll be doing more live streams every week though. I'll be doing at least one a week until June, where I'll probably be doing 2 or 3 a week to at least have some content on this page. So there will be that. There probably won't be any videos in June. I apologize in advance about that, but yes. So I will answer this one last question, of course, though. What's my favorite saw trap? The shotgun carousel. I mean, dude, that's fucked up. It's psychologically terrifying and it's brutal as fuck too. The shotgun carousel is my favorite. But thank you guys so much. Yes, I am making a Scream fan film. If you guys are unaware, it should come out in December. I'm launching the Kickstarter on Monday. There will be a big video about it then. So look out for it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you guys for watching.